Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Al, and this week we got a brand new update for the patch 10.1 over on the PTR. This week we finally get to test the newest Mythic Plus dungeons, as well as dive headfirst into the new raid of Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. Some of the class's tier sets have finally been unveiled and ready for testing, which you can try out for yourselves. Just head to the vendors located in Orgrimmar and Stormwind. This week's build also features even more class changes, where we have PvE updates affecting our classes in content like dungeons and raids, as well as PvP specific changes where our classes are impacted in content like battlegrounds, arenas, and world PvP. So in today's video, I wanted to break down all of the different class changes happening in the patch 10.1, separating this video into two sections, one focused on PvE, the other on player versus player content. But right before that, most of you guys watch these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future Dragonflight builds. The class of Druid is seeing a few minor adjustments, mostly a handful of talent changes which adjust some of the ability interactions. In more exciting news, Guardian Druids using the Werebear skin will notice that the bear combat animations have changed dramatically, where swipes, mauls, mangles, thrashes, and moonfire all come with different bear swipes, slashes, and slams. If you're interested in getting this Werebear form for yourself to test out the animations, you can still acquire it by completing the Mage Tower challenge as the Guardian Druid playstyle. Holy Paladin Super 4 melee healing gameplay are seeing a pretty big buff, with the Avenging Crusader talent seeing quite a bit of an improvement. Crusader Strikes and Judgments will heal 5 nearby allies for 750% of the ability's damage, and this heal now splits itself amongst all nearby allies. This change will allow for smarter party healing, as the cast will try to prioritize targets that are more injured rather than the healthy allies. Next, we have even more changes coming to the class of Priest, as the spec of Shadow is set to get yet another rework in the patch 10.1. Part of that rework includes streamlining the Shadow Priest playstyle, cutting some of the clutter out of the rotation. One of the bigger changes was the removal of Mind Seer, an AoE version of Mind Flay that radiated pulsing damage to nearby foes. Instead, we saw Psychic Link take its place as the primary form of AoE output, where the priest is able to cleave a portion of base abilities onto every target afflicted by the vampiric touch. The damage of Psychic Link is generally potent, but it does take some time to spread your VT around, unless you're using the talent of Shadow Crash to quickly apply your dots to multiple targets. In this build, Shadow Crash gains a shorter cooldown, which makes cleaving with Psychic Link a lot more reliable. The talent of Death Speaker proc rate has been bolstered, which makes Shadow Word Death usable in full value against any target regardless of the current health threshold. A new talent of Distorted Reality has also been added, which enhances Devouring Plague, increasing its damage by 20%, giving it a longer duration of 12 seconds, slightly upping its insanity cost by 25. The longer dot duration plays well into your Shadow Priest Mastery, which increases your damage to the enemy target for every single affliction. Normally, Devouring Plague has a short uptime, which gives you a limited window where you can maximize your mastery. But this change allows you to prolong that mastery value, which could lead to overall damage improvement. Devouring Plague instant damage has also been increased by 75% baseline, which makes this ability work well as either an instant cast playstyle or in a damage over time focused build. Next, we have PvP specific changes, which will impact how your favorite class performs in battlegrounds, arenas, and war mode world PvP. Starting with the class of Mage. Frost Mages are looking to gain greater burst output when using the talent of Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb Explosion is being buffed by 50%, making it a little bit more deadly. Dispelling the Frost Bomb causes the Mage to gain a charge of Brain Freeze, which isn't quite as powerful, but lets you stay on the offensive. Next, we have the class of Priest, which sees new group benefits and greater defensive value. The new talent of Phase Shift allows you to step into the shadows when casting Fade, which lets you avoid all attacks and spells for half a second. And as the tooltip suggests, Fade offers a moment of complete immunity to enemy abilities, but the duration is quite short, which will require some practice to master. Fade naturally has a short cooldown, which can be further reduced by class talents improving on the ability's uptime. Next, we have a new talent of Absolute Faith. With Absolute Faith, Leap of Faith pulls the spirit of up to 3 furthest allies within 40 yards to your location, distributing the health between you and your allies evenly. In other words, priests get a mass grip that works on your allies, which comes with the Restoration Shaman's Spirit Link effect. This allows the priest to quickly gather your allies to rescue them from danger, sharing with them your health if they are low, or borrowing some of their health if you find yourself in danger. As of this moment, both of these talents are available for all 3 specs of the priest, usable by Holy, Disciplined, and Shadow Priest alike. Next, we have even more PvP changes for the class of Shaman, starting with the improvements to the ability of Flame Shock. Both Enhancement and Elemental Shaman gained the PvP talent of Control of Lava baseline, baked straight into the Flame Shock ability. Dispelling Flame Shocks as a DPS Shaman causes the Dispeller to be flung into the air, which will deal damage to the Dispeller while leaving him in a more vulnerable position. This change allows all DPS Shamans a little bit extra Dispel protection, which could allow them a bit more class synergy when it comes to competitive PvP content. Then we see even more changes to the spec of Elemental Shaman, starting with the spell of Lightning Bolt, which has been increased by 53% baseline for PvP. To counterbalance this overall increase, the talent of Stormkeeper has been reduced, increasing Lightning Bolt damage by only 30%. The talent of Surge of Power now causes only 1 additional Lightning Bolt to strike instead of 2 to help limit its burst capability. On top of all of these changes, Elemental Shamans gained a new PvP talent of Volcanic Surge. Volcanic Surge increases the damage of Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Lava Burst by 20%, but changes how the passive of Lava Surge works. Lava Surge procs reduce the cast time of your Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Lava Burst by 25%, stacking up to 2 times, which allows for a caster-heavy playstyle focused on increasing consistent damage output. And while the spec of Elemental is getting some new changes, the spec of Enhancement loses the PvP talent of Thunder Charge, which helps reduce the cooldown of most major abilities, likely due to its defensive and offensive value. Then we have the class of Warlock, who are left with bad news for the patch 10.1. First, Bane of Fragility, a curse which reduces the target's maximum health, has been removed, likely due to its lacking popularity within PvP. For Destruction Warlock, the popular talent of Cremation, which helps burn a percentage of your target's health in fire damage, has surprisingly been also removed in the patch 10.1. Demonology Warlock PvP talent of Call Fell Hunter, which calls forth a demonic hound to interrupt your target, has also been removed from the PvP talent tree. The same goes for the PvP talent of Pleasure Through Pain, which allows Demonology Warlocks to utilize the demonic pet of the Succubus or the Incubus, while bolstering all of their Shadow Flame damage, which allowed for a unique playstyle that turned Demonology Warlock from a Master Summoner to a demonic caster spec. And for now, that's going to be the full list of class changes happening this week over on the PTR for the patch 10.1. And as an end of the video addition, on this channel we'll be diving into the new raid bosses as well as the Mythic Plus dungeons over the weekend. If you wish to join us to test some of the newest upcoming content, you're more than welcome to. Just be sure to copy your character over to the PTR, then tune into the streams later in the evenings if you wish to join us. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.